Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate drishyate tvagraya buddhya shukshmaya shukshmadarshibhi. Inside every human being, there is a center of consciousness, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion or sex or nationality. Every human being has got a center of consciousness. Inside that center of consciousness is, the very nature of that Atman is ever pure, ever blissful, birthless, deathless, ever pure, ever blissful Atman. That is the nature of each and every human being. But at present, we are not able to feel, we are not able to realize that. Why? Because it is there in a hidden form. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate. It is there, but it is hidden, not visible. If it is not visible, what is the proof? Proof. What is the evidence? Evidence is drishyate. Some people have seen it. Who have seen it? Drishyate tvagraya buddhya sukshmaya shukshmadarshibhi. Those who have one point intellect and a very special type of intellect, that is spiritual intelligence, they have seen this Atman, they have seen this Paramatman, they have seen this God, they have realized this Atman, and that is the proof of it. In our own times, we have become skeptic. Whether there is Atman, who knows? What is the proof? Who has seen it? Who is Paramatman? All these may be bogus things. Who knows? Whatever is material we can see with these eyes, what is the proof? This is the same question which came in the mind of Narendranath Dutt. Because he was also educated in the same Lord Macaulay's education policy, what we have been taught. And he had read the books of Kant, Hegel, Spencer, John Stuart Mill, all the Western authors he had read, so many philosophical books, and he became an atheist, an agnostic. Who has seen God? Who has seen the Atman? All these bogus things. I don't believe. And whenever any great personality would come and visit Calcutta, he used to go to that personality, that person. Sir, you are talking much about God. I want to ask you one question. Have you seen God? Nobody could reply. And so he became very much disappointed. But he wanted to realize the truth. He was very sincere. One day, he had gone to his college. He was at the time studying in Scottish Church College, General Assembly College. Later on it became Scottish Church College. That day, the professor of English literature was absent. The principal, Professor William Hastie, himself came to take the class of English literature. He was taking the class on English literature and he was teaching them Wordsworth's poem. The name of the poem was The Excursion. There, the poet described a scene where the poet, after seeing the scenic beauty, natural beauty, went into a trance, into samadhi, into superconscious state. Then the student asked, Sir, is it possible that somebody can go into that trance, go into a superconscious state, a samadhi state? Is it possible? Then Professor William Hastie said, Principal, yes, it is possible. I know at least one person, I have seen with my own eyes, one person who frequently enters into this state of trance. If you want, you can also see that person because he lives in Calcutta. There is the temple of Dakshineshwar. In that temple, in a room, lives Shri Ramakrishna Paramahmsa. He enters into this superconscious state often. He enters into this samadhi state often. If you want, you can see him. Narendranath got the clue. Okay, let us see. He immediately went to Dakshineshwar, went to the room of Sri Ramakrishna. At that time, Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small cot. Those two cots are yet now kept. If you go visit Calcutta, you must visit that room where Sri Ramakrishna used to stay. There are two cots. One is a big cot, large cot where he used to sleep. One is a small cot on which he used to sit and talk. Those two cots are still there in Dakshineshwar. You can see. It is kept as it is. So Narendranath went. At that time, Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small cot and talking to the devotees, and devotees were sitting on the floor. So Narendranath also sat down on the floor. And he heard the conversation. For some time he heard the conversation. Then he said, Sir, Enough of the conversations about God. Now you answer my question. He shoot the same question. Have you seen God? And for the first time, he received a satisfactory reply. Sri Ramakrishna said, yes, my boy, I have seen God. Not only that, he said, I am seeing him more intensely than I am seeing you. Not only that, he said, if you want, you also can see him, but you have to perform spiritual practices.